Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. My name's Andrew and we're going to learn Maddie and Tae's song Fly. Now the song Fly is in the key of F, and if you look at my guitar I have a capo on the 3rd fret, which means we're going to be using chords in the key of D. Now before we jump into everything, the first thing I want you to know is that if I talk about fret numbers, it is in relation to the capo being the open string or 0. So this will be the 1st fret, followed by the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, etc. Now for the intro, we're looking at Maddie and Tae's parts. So first up, we've got Maddie's parts. She's the lead singer and she plays this. So it's essentially a simple little bass line. So she's starting her first note on the 5th fret of the A string, and we're just basically playing 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we then go down a semitone to the 4th fret and do the same thing. Down to the 2nd fret on the A string, same thing again. And then the last note is our G note, or technically it's a B flat, but I'm just thinking of it as a G. And that is the 3rd fret of the low E string. That's Maddie's part. Now on for Tae's part, which is a little bit more involved, but still, she's mainly playing dyads, which is 2 notes. So the first 2 notes come from our D chord. We're going to have our index finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, middle finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and once again it's going to be 8th notes, but we're alternating between those 2 notes like such. Then when the F sharp chord comes up, we simply bar our index finger across the 2nd fret of the B and high E strings, and once again 8th notes, 2 bars, alternating between the 2 notes. And then after that, we go to this little position here, which is our index finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and then our middle finger is on the 4th fret of the G string, and it goes like such. And then for the last G chord in the introduction, we actually just leave our index finger where it is, and we lift our middle finger off, so we play that open G string, and it'll sound like this. Now you will notice when you listen to the song, or if you watch the girls play it live, that Tae actually continues that motif throughout the whole of the first verse. The introduction, the verse, and the chorus all utilize the same chord progression. So it's going to be 2 bars of the D chord, followed by 2 bars of F sharp minor, 2 bars of B minor, and 2 bars of G major. The rhythm that we're going to use is going to go down, down, up, down, up, and that pattern covers 1 bar, so we need to play it twice. If we put it all together, it'll sound like this. Now the introduction, if you're going to play just straight chords and not do Maddie and Tae's parts, is just what I played then, so it's once through that chord progression. The verse is twice through the chord progression, and then the chorus, we go twice through that chord progression, so D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, do that twice. We then play an extra bar of G, and then after that we go back and we play through the chord progression again, so D, F sharp minor, B minor, G. Now if you give me a second, I'll play through the chorus and it'll sound like this. From there, we go back to the verse. So we do verse 2, we play the chorus again, and then after that chorus, we have a bridge. Now the bridge for the tune is the only time that we vary away from that chord progression from the other parts of the song. So the bridge is going to be 2 bars of B minor, followed by 2 bars of G, another 2 bars of B minor, and that's followed by 1 bar of G, and then a bar of A, and over that A chord we're going to play 8th notes. And then we have another bar of A where we just play a diamond, so we just play that A chord and just let it ring out for a bar. After the bridge, we're going to do another chorus, but this time the first half of that chorus we're going to play a little bit more sparsely, so probably a little more like this. Here's the thing, that G chord, we're actually going to play 8th notes because we're going to build in or ramp up in dynamics for the second half of that chorus, and that's when the rest of the band kicks back in on the album. So over that G chord, we just want to play some 8th notes like this. And you'll notice I'm using all downstrokes, so it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... We just build that up and then we go back to the rhythm that we've used for the rest of the song. Last part of the song is the outro, and once again, same chord progression as everywhere else. We just play that chord progression twice. The only difference is the second time through the chord progression, when we get to the G chord, we just play a nice big diamond on that G like this. Congratulations, you've gotten to the end of the song. I hope you've had fun. And once again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It'd mean the world to me. It means my children won't starve. Well, actually, they still could starve because I don't make any money out of this. I make a living teaching guitar out in the real world, and I do these videos for you. I do it for my students as a reference. I just want to see people get better at playing guitar and learn the songs that they love. So leave me a comment down below, subscribe, do all that sort of good stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.